Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica to Expert. So I've been doing quite a bit of work on Thaumcraft over the last couple of episodes. I want to take a break from that today, and we are going to be taking a look at kind of trying to clean up our base a little, as well as doing a little bit of work in the village. So first off, you'll notice I have no experience, and that is because I have made a whole bunch of these portable tanks which hold 32 buckets each. And I have, actually if we go up here and look, these things go through the Thaumcraft floor and up to the XP drain on the sleeping level, which is the 4th floor. So yes, we have tons of XP. I had 62 levels, which filled an awful lot of tanks. But to get that back out, we need to make a couple of things. One thing. So we need to make an XP shower, and this just 3 ingots and a piece of it, or 3 iron ingots and a piece of obsidian. And all that we should need to do now is put this on the side of that and give it some power from a redstone signal, and it will give us some experience. Now, the reason I want to do this is because I want to usefully and intelligently use my XP, because we are going to be making some golden lassos. So these take 8 levels of experience each, so for each one that we make, we need 8 levels. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go like this, and as soon as... so as soon as we have 8 levels, another one can be made. So we'll just keep doing this. 8 levels, please. There we go. So yes, we have to actually have 8 levels when we go into the crafting table to do that. But the reason that I want to do these is because I want to move all of the villagers out here in the town. Now, I've done a little bit of work between episodes on a building out here. And so I tore down some of the existing buildings here and built this one. Now, it's very much in the style that I had in my vanilla series for 1.13, but I like it. It looks nice. It's not overly big. Now, the interior is actually very small. But we're going to take and move some of the villagers up here into the upper floor. They will recognize this as a village door, but they won't be able to get out and wander around, and it's very safe up there. And I guess I forgot to put half slabs on top of the posts there so that nothing can jump over it. So let's go ahead and go grab some spruce half slabs. Where's my spruce half slabs? And this is part of the reason why I want to get some storage cleanup today. Oh, storage cleanup. Well, you know what? Let's just start with storage cleanup. So I have made a whole bunch of iron and gold chest upgrades, because in order to put in these portable tanks, I had to break a chest here. Well, the chest had a whole bunch of extra items in it, and that was not what I wanted to do. So it had a bunch of extra items in it that couldn't fit into the first chest. So now we can upgrade these. We'll be able to upgrade them to gold. And now the gold chests hold quite a bit more. They're even bigger than a double chest. It looks like they are 50% larger than a gold or an iron chest. So let's go ahead and place these out here. We're going to get a bunch of this stuff upgraded, and let's see, this one is definitely one that we want to upgrade. The Astral Sorcery chest here is definitely one too, because if we look there, actually a single chest, it was completely filled. So we have one left. We can't directly upgrade, and that's what I thought. So this is just kind of a miscellaneous chest, so I think that would be a good one to upgrade as well. So that should make it much easier for me to find what I'm looking for. So I'll have to kind of move some of that stuff around here in a little bit. And it's very possible I don't have any spruce slabs. So, well, we only need a couple. Let's go ahead and just grab some slabs here. or some planks, make some slabs, and we'll go and grab a whole bunch of villagers. So let's get these, and we're gonna go pick up some villagers. That will allow us to do some work on some other buildings around here. So behind this, there are some villagers, or at least there should be. Did they die? They may have gotten killed. What? Yes, I think they probably got killed. Okay, well then let's just go ahead and chop this out of the way, because that's been ugly for quite some time. And let's grab our torches here. There we go. That's much better. So this building is going to go. We're going to build another one kind of like that today. But so now let's go ahead and get into this one. So these guys are just so annoying. Let's go ahead and grab a few of these. Yes, stop. Stop with the doors. There we go. Okay, so there's those 4. Now we have more of them over here. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab our hatchet so that it's a little easier to do this. And right here there should be some. And actually, I believe they are up here. So there's one. Hey, 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 get back here, you little snot, trying to run away. Okay, so that's it for this building. And I really like the way that this building is set up, and we may try to build one like this. Okay, so I think what we have left, there's a bunch of them in here. I don't think we have enough of these to get everybody. So let's see here, one here, one here. Who else is still left here? I think we've got at least one guy in this one. That'd be great if we had just enough lassos to pick them all up. That would be absolutely perfect. It was. Oh my god. Thanks to those villagers being killed over there, we had exactly enough to get everything. So now the only problem that I can see with letting these guys go up here is they're going to try to come out here and they will be smashing crops as they try to jump up onto this stuff. So I think to deal with that, and actually first we need to deal with a little bit of a lighting issue here. It's not really going to be a problem. We're going to put these torches there instead of there. And I think what we could do is just place some slabs right here in front of the door. Now they'll still be able to get to it. Darn it. Well, how about if we put them outside so at least they can't get out. Now they will be constant clicking of doors there, and you know what? We have a solution for that. We used it when we went to the Nether. So let's make ourselves a sound muffler. So for that we need a note block and a piece of wool. Pretty simple. So let's grab a bit of redstone. We'll make a couple of these. So let's make 4 of them. So we'll kind of place them around the building there. So we'll grab a bunch of planks. And actually we had a bunch of planks. So we need redstone and planks to make a note block. And then we need some wool. Wrong chest. Okay. So then we need some wool. And that will make our sound mufflers. That will make it to where we don't have to listen to these guys. That will be great. So these will not look terrible, because I think I'm going to try to hide them. Probably inside of the walls and underneath the floor and things like that. So first off, let's go ahead and come up here and place down, well, let's start out by digging this out. And if we dig this one out, I think it is a half slab. Yes, so that's not going to work. And I dropped the slab. Okay, so let's place that back up there. Where can we put this thing? Well, not there, apparently. So, you know what? We're just going to put it right here, right next to the door. I think this will work. So, that does quite well blend in there. And now, if we go ahead and start placing down villagers, we can't hear them at all, which is, well, no, we can hear them ever so slightly. The door does make a little bit of noise, and they're all sitting there looking down going, yeah, how do I get out? So, yeah, let's go ahead and place all of these guys down here. And then we'll place... Okay, so, yep, that's what I figured. So over here, we are going to need another sound muffler. So those guys shouldn't make any noise. Now, okay, so that actually muffles all of the noise there. That is perfect. So we could do a little decoration down here. I haven't decided what we want to do there with that. But now we can start working on these buildings. And these golden lassos, we are going to place them in our diamond backpack, because the next time we go out and about in the world, we are going to try to pick up some livestock to bring back with us. So yeah, let me do a little thinking about how we want to tackle this project of renovating these buildings, and then I'll be back. So I have done a whole bunch of terraforming here. I have torn down a couple of the buildings here. We had the jam hut here and the forestry building over here. Those have been torn out. And then also I kind of pushed this edge back a little bit, pushed this edge back, and then pushed this edge out into the water, made the water a little bit smaller, and we have a spawnable space here. So we get rid of that. And then Apache and I worked together for a little bit to get this bridgeway just a tiny bit elevated. I think that makes this look a little nicer. Of course, we'll be doing more work on this bridge as time goes on. But I have here the layout of the two buildings that I'm going to be putting here. And as you can see, their floor plan is rather small, but they are also going to be connected above this spot right here with a bridgeway. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. And I just realized I made this slightly wrong. So I'm going to have to kind of change that again. But yeah, there's going to be polished andesite around the bottom. We're going to have some stone brick and stone slabs around the exterior. The next layer is going to be cobblestone, and then another layer of andesite above that, and then we're going to use the white concrete powder like we did in the upper floor of this one for the second floor on these buildings. Now I'm using the redwood from Biomes of Plenty on these, and we are also going to be making the roof out of the redwood. And I found out something that makes me very sad. So the sawmill or block cutter, I guess, the block cutter that Apache brought over here, if we put redwood or olive wood into that thing, it outputs oakwood planks. So that kind of makes me sad. So unfortunately, that does mean that we have to have a lot more logs to get the planks that we need. But yeah, I'm going to basically just do a whole bunch of building here, and I'll bring you guys back when I've got this finished. So it has been an awfully long time since I've been able to record anything. Between work and, if you guys don't know, I like playing Magic the Gathering, and a new set was released here last weekend, and so I've been doing that, working a lot. I haven't been home very much in the last couple of weeks. But so, yeah, it has been a while, and I apologize for that. But, yeah, I'm over here right now just making up a few copper gears because, as you can see, I still have 37 levels on me, and I'd like to be able to drain those out so that I don't waste levels when I have to use them. And also, in case I die, I don't want to lose all of that. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. But so I'm going to finish making these gears here. I've got enough for one more. And yes, the new houses here are done. We have the white concrete powder for the upper walls. And also, I guess, kind of go over a little of the design here. So without realizing it, I'd made this a fairly accurate build. So if we look at this, what we have is we have stone on the lower portions, and this gives a lot of support for the stuff up above. And then we have a lot of logs making a framework, but the upper floor, this up here, what we have up here would basically be considered the wattle and daub type wall. So what they did a lot in the medieval times was to build a framework in their buildings and then make what was known as wattle, which is just a bunch of little lightweight, supple branches off of trees that were woven together to make a really lousy looking wall, but it filled the space between the framework. Then they did what was known as daub, which was, usually a mud mix that they would paste over the top of the wattle giving strength to the mud, and then the mud closing it all up, making it wind tight and giving a fair amount of insulation. So this is actually a fairly accurate design. Now, another thing that I did here, these planter boxes, they might be a little bit off. They probably should have been made out of wood, but I really like the way that they look. But so yeah, we've got really nice looking house set up here. And like I was saying, we go underneath the bridge between them to go onto the bridge over to Apache's house. So I like that. But what we're going to do now, since we have those copper gears, going to come over here and grab some Invar. Now, I don't know how much Invar I have. I have 24. All right, we're probably going to have to make some more Invar in a little bit. But I'm really hoping that this works. So we're going to grab a bunch of redstone as well. And in Thermal Foundation, we have these upgrade kits. And we can also make a conversion kit, which is basically just all of the upgrade kits below it put together. But we're going to try this first. So we need... Oh, that's a bronze gear. No! Well, the good news is we can melt these copper gears back down, but also we will need them later on. All right, well, I guess I have to make bronze gears. So do I have bronze? Yes, I do. All right, well, I have to make a bunch of bronze gears. And the idea here is we're going to try to put that conversion kit onto the tanks that are holding our experience up in our base. And if that works, that'll be great. That will greatly increase the capacity of those, and we might try to go to the next level higher. So let's see here, 7, no, we want 4 of these. So we'll melt down 4 blocks. That'll make quite a few bronze gears. And yeah, I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll take a look at whether or not this works. Okay, so we're ready to give this a try. I've got the Invar ingots, which this is all of my Invar. Got the bronze gears, got some redstone. We're going to make up one of these and just see if we can use it on this. And there we go. Okay, so that changed it from 32 buckets to 128. 4 times as much stuff can be held in there. My gosh, that is ridiculous. So we now have 3 empty tanks up here. That is beautiful. So let's go ahead and make the other 5 that we have available. And we're going to upgrade all of these guys. And now we can very easily drain out all of our XP. And yeah, that'll be great. So let me see what else we can do yet today, and then I'll be back. So one thing that I thought we could do here is slightly upgrade our ore processing system here. So what we've been doing right now is we put our ores into the macerator. It gives us 2 of these crushed ores, and so we have effectively doubled the ores. But what we can do with these, so what we've been doing right now is just smelting them. And so that doesn't give us any bonuses, but if we get the ore washing plant, it will give us a purified crushed ore, a little bit of something else, and then some stone dust. Now I am assuming this thing's probably going to need water, but we'll see what it takes. But so we need to make some buckets, we need to make some coils, we needed to make some electric motors, and we also needed some electronic circuits. So we have iron plates, buckets, a basic machine casing, electric motors, and an electronic circuit. That's going to make us the ore washing plant. Now I believe there is a quest for this, but I could be wrong. So let's take a look at industrial craft. Well, we have to get the block cutting machine first. And yeah, Apache got that for us, so we're going to have to make one of those. But we're going to go ahead and set this down here. Now, I am assuming we are going to need like water or something, but let's go ahead and drop in some iron. Yeah, that's not going to work. So can we use our basic reservoir for this? Let's find out. So I'll grab 1 bucket of water here. Love the way this thing works. And we should be able to upgrade it with the... Well, actually, there's a different way to upgrade this. So if we look at the uses on this thing, so if we put... Oh, wow. Crafting recipes make this thing disappear, by the way. So not a good idea. But, yeah, there is a way to upgrade that thing. So let's see. Yep, okay, if we put that in there, that works. So that put water in there. We have power. What? Okay, it is running. So let's go ahead and get some overclockers in here, see if we can get this thing to run faster. So 2 overclockers is a bit much for it. But, so that gave us 1 purified iron ore, 2 tiny piles of iron ore dust, and a stone dust. Now these tiny piles, 9 of them will make a pulverized iron. So for every 18 of these that we run through, we effectively get 2 extra. And this stuff here, we can still just smelt like we would normally. But once we get there, we can also use the thermal centrifuge to then get a pulverized iron and a tiny bit of gold, and each one of them has something different that they give. And so we'll get slight bonuses. It's not great, but there are bonuses involved with all of that. So I suppose what I'll do, I'll just quickly fill this up. So this thing will hold 10 buckets. So we'll fill that up, drop it into here. So it looks like it takes 1 bucket per, and what we're probably going to need to do is see about how we can pump water into this thing. Now, of course, we have fluid ducts available, so we could set up a tower of tanks here and it would not be a problem. But I suppose we should make the block cutter too so that we can get the quest for this thing. So the block cutter, how do we make that? And cap lock is on. Okay, is it 1 word or 2 words? Block cutter. Block cutting machine. Okay. Alright, so for that we just need an electric motor, a basic machine key. Wow, that thing is really simple to make. Alright, so we have 1 more basic machine casing here. That's not what I wanted to do. So we'll go ahead and put this in here. We need 1 electric motor. So we'll put that in here. And what was the last thing? We need an electronic circuit. Alright, so that's pretty simple. This will give us 2 quests when we make this thing. So now if we go into our quest book, yes, both of these are complete, but we are not getting the pop-ups. Okay, there's the pop-ups. Okay, so there's the block cutting machine, and the one should pop up then for the ore washing. So let's take a look at these. So block cutting machine. Block cutting machine can cut entire blocks into plates and increase the plank yield from logs. So we get a choice reward here. Let's take number 1 here. And then on the ore washing plant, The ore washing plant lets you get even more than double out of your ores. So we'll grab number 2 here, claim, go back. All right, let's see what we got out of these. Hopefully it's something good. So I believe this would have been, yep, this is the one from the ore washing plant. Ooh, a resonating gem from Astral Sorcery. Nice, okay. So that's not what I wanted to do. And then, oh, we got 4 of them, not 1, okay. And then this one, a Ring of Haste from Actually Editions. Nice. All right, so that Ring of Haste, it looks like it needs Blaze? Okay. So we are going to have to be doing a little bit more stuff in the Nether. Now I did notice, I went in there and did a little bit more exploring, and I found not too far away from where we popped in, there is a Nether fortress. So maybe we can get ourselves a bit of a blaze spawner set up there or something. But yeah, I think that's probably going to have to be for another time, because I think we're pretty much out of time for this episode. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Be sure to check out Apache. Link is down in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye!